What's up, guys? Welcome to Poké Collab. I'm Ivan from Chard,
And I'm Oren from Block and Pixel.
and we are here to give you another episode, episode 2 of Poké Collab. What's awesome is that things are coming in, so we're gonna give you guys a lot of content today, a lot of stuff to go over. Also with our site, we're gonna be giving you guys a little more updates on becoming members. Um, but yeah, we have some specials going on for 2024 on PSA grading. We're gonna be going over the Greninja new premium collection box, which I think is amazing. We're gonna make looking at a Reddit post where talks about getting into the hobby again, which it's right up my alley, as well as Oren's, and talking about the business and where we should be pretty much uh coming out on prioritizing where we are spending our money on Pokemon. And then we have a great little tool that we want to use with Pokemon TCG project. So without further ado, I think we can get it started. What do you think, Warren?
Yeah, no, excellent rundown. Looking forward to talking with you, Ivan. It's always a pleasure to spend time with you. So
Yeah,
yeah,
man.
let's do it
All right. First up, let's go with the September 2024 PSA grading special for September.
for sure. And that one's on my radar here. Let me share my screen. I want to show the people the deals. So if you do grade with PSA, there are some specials that are relevant for Pokemon fans this month, especially for TCG fans. And this is one of the better deals I've seen since I've been a PSA Collectors Club member. So for 12.99 per card, and it says 50 card minimum. It's a pretty steep minimum. I frankly didn't even realize that before this episode. Usually they have like a 20 card minimum, 50 card minimum. I don't know if I'm going to be hitting that. Um, but 12.99 a card, that's a great per card price. So hopefully, I mean, I have 50 cards that need grading. It's just a question of do I have the cash for that
Yeah.
coming in or not? So we'll see if I actually take advantage of this. Actually, Ivan, if you're interested, maybe how many cards do you think you might have for grading?
I'm gonna have to take a look because of the recent pulls out of that 151.
Yeah.
And then I think I still have some from previous packs that I opened. I don't know if I'm gonna be near 25, but if we can go half, that would be probably be ideal.
Okay. Yeah, we'll have to discuss. I'm kind of waiting for I have 20 cards, well, actually 21 cards in with PSA right now that I'm waiting on. Hopefully they'll get here within the next couple of weeks, and hopefully I can sell them quickly so that way I'll get some capital to put into grading. But hopefully that all happens before the end of the month. So we'll see what happens. I mean, hopefully we can take advantage of it, but if not, oh well. But for everyone listening, for 12.99 a card, 50 card minimum if you're part of the PSA Collectors Club. Additionally, there's 3 deals for people that aren't Collectors Club members. There are specials on getting packs graded, getting movie tickets graded, and getting Funko Pops graded. So for 99 bucks, you can get a pack of cards graded. For 99 bucks, you can get a movie ticket graded. And for 54.99, you can get a Funko Pop graded. So 4 deals this month, 4 specials, I should say, that might apply to people that are into the Pokemon scene, especially for the trading card game, for collectors of the TCG. Excellent specials this month if you have 50 plus cards to grade. So yeah, check it out. It might be good for you if you are a Collectors Club member to get some cards graded this month.
Yeah, I feel like that might be the best thing, like a deal like that. I think it would be good if it was like, yeah, like a collab, like two people going in on
Yeah,
that
yeah, for
deal.
sure.
Because 50 cards, man, it's quite steep. It's quite steep, even at 12.99 a card.
I mean, I know there are a lot of companies out there that 50 cards going in at once is nothing. But for you and I at this point in time, that's a lot of cards. So
Yeah, it's a lot of
yeah,
cards.
hopefully we can pair up on that or something.
Yeah, that'd be good. Awesome. Definitely want to get those. I think I sold. nine of mine, I think.
Oh,
I think I
wow.
sold nine of
Nice.
my PSA cards, and going on and mad props. I know we have a link or a post about grading your cards on GameStop.
Yep.
Um, that's actually a good spot that I went to.
Yep. Yeah, I love the fact that we can now get values of cards from GameStop before actually going to the store. That will
Yeah.
save a lot of time.
Oh, absolutely. Yep. All right. So we are on to episode 2, and we would like to ask you guys if you guys can support us by liking our content, subscribing to our channels. Um, I know my channel, or actually, I want to go ahead. Why don't you mention your channels first, and then I'll mention mine.
Oh, sure. Yeah. I mean, primarily, we'd love for you to subscribe here at Poké Collab. This
Yeah.
is a weekly show. This is primarily what Ivan and I work on in the Pokemon scene, but we each have our own channels as well. Mine is Block and Pixel, so you can find me on YouTube, Block and Pixel.
Yep.
That's all.
Mine. Okay. Also, too. Yep. Mine is Chard. It's actually Chard 216. Thanks to Oren, he kind of fixed it on mine because Chard was actually taken on YouTube. So, of course, because we're from Cleveland, so I put in Chard 216. So yeah, you can find me there
We're we're
on YouTube.
we're both representing today.
Yeah. Yeah. This is a brand new shirt, actually. I just bought it today.
Did you? I bought this yesterday.
Oh, nice.
This was not coordinated.
No, definitely not. But hey, we love our sports team. So go Guardians and go Browns. So we talked about GameStop just briefly. I'm gonna share my screen now. We're gonna go into this section, the segment. This next segment is with the Greninja, uh, the Premium Collection Box, which I think is phenomenal. I mean, just look at this. It's phenomenal. I can't, Orin. I just can't.
I love your passion for this product.
Bro, so we all know that Greninja is a highly used card, but only for his ability. His ability, just card one energy, and you can draw a card. But his move, his Shuriken, does 90 damage to two Pokemon. Could be on the bench, could be even in, I believe it's just bench, but I think it's, correct me if I'm wrong, Warren, but I think it's just the bench. But go
I'm
ahead.
pretty sure it's just the bench. And are
Yeah.
you talking about the Radiant Greninja?
I'm sorry to clarify. Yes, the Radiant Greninja.
Okay. Yeah.
I think that's like
Yeah, I've seen that used in a lot of decks. Not even just water decks. Like I think Radiant Greninja shows up kind of everywhere.
everywhere. Like no matter what, you can use it in with fire even. With I seen it with fire, dark, and I want to say with even colorless. He's been in
Yeah.
there. So I just want to go over this really quick. I just find the art just truly amazing. This is what you get with the whole box. You get about, let's see, 4, 8, 12, 16 packs, which is that's a lot. You also get 3 of the EX. Let's zoom in here. 3 of the Greninja. Oh, the word is slipping my head, my mind. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. I can't even think of the word. It's the
I don't know what you're looking for.
well, it's the where they're like glass. It's the, oh my goodness. I cannot think of the word. My mind. Okay. If it comes to me, I'll make sure.
Oh, are you talking about Terra Pokemon?
Terra.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. Thanks, Orton.
Yeah. I'm like, where
Um,
is he going?
I know. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. So I think it's just awesome with the Shinobi Blade. I was just mentioning this before the show, preparing for the show, that I'm a big fan of Pokemons that only take minor, like less energy to do major damage. And I think one energy to do 170, I think that's pretty massive. That's a massive amount of damage for just little effort.
Yeah, this Greninja, especially the Terra fighting Greninja, I've been facing this deck or those Pokemon in decks recently, and I'm playing a Blissey deck right now, and Blissey's weakness is fighting. and that
Oh,
thing just tears me apart.
oh no.
Anytime I see that on the active or on the bench, I'm just like shaking my head. I know I'm gonna lose against this deck. So
Yeah.
yeah, those are especially strong against my Blissey deck that I've been using.
Wow. And then too, like on top of that, he also with two extra uh colorless energy. You can even have water if you want, but two colorless, then it does 120 to two bench Pokemon. It's pretty intense.
Yeah, that's rough. That's significantly more damage to bench Pokemon compared to the Radiant Greninja, right? Does he do
Yeah.
60, the Radiant?
90.
It's 90? Okay.
90. Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty intense. And I the reason why I know is because I've used it and won a couple battles using um that Shuriken
Yeah.
move actually. Yeah.
Yeah, I love winning a game by taking out a benched Pokemon.
Oh, for sure. For sure. It's a good feeling.
So, Ivan, this is a GameStop exclusive, right? This is
Yes, I
only going
want
to
to
be at
say
GameStop.
yes, I believe you're right.
Yeah.
Um it's almost like
At least
the tar
here in the States, I think it's GameStop only. I'm not sure about overseas.
okay, okay. But what's awesome about this is that you even get your mat, um, your coin, and then the damage cards. But I think for me, I think what really makes this very special is the box itself, the mat, and then of course the cards.
Okay, so here's a question.
Uh-huh.
One, will you be buying it? And two, if you buy it, will you be opening it?
That's a very good question. Um, I think I'll be buying it and I will be opening it.
Okay.
I think I will be opening it.
I've heard a lot of people say that this looks like an awesome sealed collector's item
Yeah, I
because of
can
how
see that.
good the box looks. Yeah.
Yeah, I can see that. I mean, just look at this. I mean, it's
Yeah,
just it's
no,
just
I love the
amazing.
box. The box is awesome.
What's cool is that it is, and then it goes back to like with Sword and Shield with the Charizard premium box
Yeah.
and just how that looked. I mean, that,
The UPC Ultra Premium Collection.
yep.
Yeah.
I'm actually almost like I would rather also buy these two. If I if money was no option, I think buying those two and then having, like you said, having one just to collect, but knowing that I'm probably gonna want to open this and like play with it, I definitely would want to keep one for battles and for
Yeah.
collecting.
Yeah.
But there it is.
Awesome.
And it's coming out November 1st, 2024.
Good deal.
All righty. So moving on, as you know, there's various ways of collecting. Um, some things are some people like to get just the master sets. Some people just like to get, you know, whatever their favorite Pokemon are. And also two people are just collecting just to have battle decks, just keeping the decks together. So this not new, but this post about thoughts about getting into the Pokemon business. I mean, what are your goals? Where are you going? So you're not just spending, blindlessly. But I think this whole article was taken from a Reddit article, which I don't know. I think it seemed to be removed, but like the comments are
Yeah.
still there, which I find that the comments are like somehow better than whatever the post was. So if Orange is going to take care of this, so let's see
Yeah.
what are
So
your thoughts, Orange?
this isn't necessarily about business. It's the person that posted the original post was deleted, which is frustrating. I saw why Reddit deleted it, and I don't really understand. It had to do with not meeting the guidelines of the community in terms of the original post, but it was a good post. And I've actually seen a couple posts since then. The gist of what the Reddit user was saying was, I'm getting back into the Pokemon card scene. I've been out of it for a long time, like most of us kids from the 90s, right? And he said, I'm assuming it's a he. He said that, I've been buying a lot of sealed product to open and I have not been getting any pulls. And the people around me, my friends, they're always getting polls. The people online, I'm seeing the polls naturally because what people post on Reddit, on social media. is their pulls. And his feelings were that he keeps spending money on sealed product, ripping it, and not getting anything. And he was just so discouraged that he posted on Reddit just seeking out like some advice on the hobby, how to actually enjoy the hobby. And that's really what I wanted to talk about, how to actually enjoy the hobby and the various ways to do that. And I've already alluded to some of them. But so like I've noticed there's a variety of people when it comes to collectors and Pokemon. And I've noticed that there are some people that, are adults in the middle of their career.
Mhm.
They're making good money, and they have money to spend on hobbies, and this is their hobby, and they spend it. And those people I've noticed, they go for master sets, and they only want a master set from packs that they have personally opened. They will not buy singles on the secondhand market. Naturally, those people know their budget, and they have a much higher budget than the typical Pokemon collector. So it's okay for those people to make that decision to only put in their collection cards that they've opened from packs because they have the budget for it. I don't think that's the person we're talking to. This is somebody who has a smaller budget for buying cards, right? So then now we move into another subset of collectors. And those are the collectors that know what cards they want and they don't care if they pull them themselves. They just want to somehow get the card that they're interested in or whatever. So pulling it would be great. I've heard of here's one collecting strategy that I've heard, Ivan. Some people, when a new set comes out, their budget for that set, 4 packs, period, is they buy a booster box if that set has a booster box, because special sets don't. Like 151 Paldean Fates, those don't have booster
Yeah.
boxes. But if the set has a booster box, they buy a booster box and they buy an ETB, and that's it. So
Wow.
those are the only 2 products they buy per set to open for themselves. Then if there's cards in that set, like let's say they are going for a master set, they'll buy singles because buying singles is much more economical. It just is. Like if you're
Yeah.
looking for a specific card, you're going to be spending way less money to buy that specific card secondhand from eBay, Mercari, uh, a TCG
Geez.
player,
Yeah.
anything. Yeah. So that's another strategy is to have a very specific amount of what sealed you're going to buy, and whatever you pull, great. And then whatever you want, you're going to have to buy secondhand. Just cut yourself off. I really like that strategy too. Um, then there's another strategy. This is one that a good mutual friend of ours does: buy sealed to hold. There are people
Yeah.
that collect sealed. They collect sealed ETBs. I've seen a lot of sealed ETB collectors, and that's really not even like that expensive to get into because if you buy an ETB for each set when they come out, you're spending $50. Let's say 6 sets come out in a year, and that's gonna be on the high end of, I think that's typical, right? 6 sets a year, maybe.
I would say. Yeah.
So then you're spending $300 on ETBs for the whole year. So that's not a bad option too. Naturally, if you're a business that's buying sealed to then resell in the future, you'll probably be buying more than that. But if you're just the collector of Pokemon stuff and you want the ETBs, the best route to go is to pay attention to release dates and really try to get your hands on a Pokemon Center ETB. So
Mm.
actually buying an ETB from the Pokemon Center online, because those are special. They have a special stamp on the ETBs that say they're from the Pokemon Center. All the promo cards that are in the ETB themselves have a stamp, so they're much more valuable. And then so we've already talked about buying singles that you love, but then next up is grading. And a lot of people will grade for their personal collection, not just for business. A lot of people do it for their business to grade to add value to cards. But a lot of people have sentimental cards. Like Ivan and I don't have our collections from our youth, but I'm sure if Ivan still had that Charizard, no matter how tattered it was from playing with it, I'm sure you'd probably grade it to keep
Oh yeah.
that sentimental value, and slabbed in that encasements for eternity, you know?
Oh,
So getting things slabbed is a lot of fun, especially for nostalgia, for sentimentality. So, any thoughts on any of those types of collectors, Ivan?
yeah. So going back to to the first set when you were talking about you said about
Yeah,
when
people that have the money that
yeah
rip and only collect what they rip.
yeah. So that's actually like that's pretty intense to continue doing that. But what I was when you were mentioning that, what I was thinking through my head is I feel like they want this sense of accomplishment to feel like I found this card in the money that I paid for and the like I remember the day because okay, say for instance, we just talked about nostalgia and how
Yeah,
much I remember again that Charizard that day. I can remember as if it was yesterday. That was more than like 20 years ago.
yeah,
So like I exactly know what they're feeling to feel I pulled that card. I paid that. I remember going to GameStop. I remember going to Walmart. I remember going to like your local game trading card game shop and being like, I paid for that there and I wanted it and I got it. So I feel like that probably gives like a sense of accomplishment that they want to. They say that they filled their binder with their time, their energy, their money, and they put their sacrifices in it. And I can see that, but it's just not the right way to go. And I feel like that's where I'm trying to battle with because truth be told, when we got into this whole like Pokemon, uh, the reliving this whole over again. Like we started buying singles because we were just myself. I say we because my wife and I because like we started paying like a lot, and I think we paid like over 2G, and so it goes up fast. Like
yeah.
you want to buy
Unsealed,
this, you want to buy that,
yeah,
yeah,
2G
and
unsealed, yeah.
it got ridiculous, and so and also too like what's I can see also the mindset of like, well, the more I have, the more that I can grade, the more I can sell, like on TCG. Like you want to have inventory. So that was my mindset, which I still have that mindset, which I need to do. Like I got to get past that and be like, what we paid for getting into this more like, I don't know how long ago, blame me like 6 months ago, getting those cards up in TCG and having people buy them so that I can get that the amount of money that I paid for back. And so yeah, like you said, like some have the budget for that. And then like the other category, which are well, you mentioned our friend, he's got the basement is just loaded with bins of Pokemon cards that he's just holding on to.
Sealed, yeah, sealed.
And so that's one thing that I don't even have the space for that, let
Yeah.
alone the money. So it's
Thank
like
God I don't have the space for it. Who knows where
correct,
my mind would go?
correct. So I think also too, like we were saying, and I'm probably gonna implement that. I need to know where I'm going. So I think am gonna upload all my cards that I've bought just so I can get some income from it, from like, what do you call it? The
Revenue?
revenue. Exactly. I can get revenue for what I paid for. And then I love that one strategy of buying an ETB, buying the booster back bundle. I think that's like 130 some dollars.
Yeah, like a
Is that the
boost.
one you're talking about? It comes like 36 packs.
So yeah, there's booster boxes. They come with 36 packs. You can usually get them for like $90
Wow.
on sale. Yeah. And then for special sets like 151, there was no booster box. There's just booster bundles, which I think are five. Are they 5 packs or 6 packs? I forget.
But
I don't
I want to
remember.
say six, but you
Yeah,
might be right.
probably. So yeah, you could get booster bundles
I'll look it up right
for
now.
the special sets. But yeah, a booster box you can usually find for $90 on like usually on independent online card shops, similar to Pokey, that's sort of a card shop online. They'll
Yeah.
sometimes, since they get their cards directly from distributors, so they get to, select their own prices and select their own margins.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if they sell it for 90, they're hardly making any money, but some do. Some do sell it for that.
Got it. So I
So
did.
between an ETB and a booster box, we're talking like $150.
Yeah, that's not bad. The so the booster bundle, Shrouded Fable had one. and it's
Oh yeah.
$25 right now.
Okay, and how many packs?
You get 10. No, no, no. No, no, no. Hold on. No, it says that you get 10 cards and one basic energy. It does not tell me. Yeah, you gotta read, Ivan. Gotta read. It includes 6 booster packs right there, right on
Okay,
the bottom. Right there. Boom.
cool.
Includes 6 booster packs. All right, actually, I'm gonna just so you guys know, this is where I'm at. I'm on GameStop. GameStop, I think, is organized favorite spot to get cards aside from TCG and the other spot that you're talking about getting
GameStop's a
singles.
good go-to. They usually have some pretty good deals throughout the month, and then you also get your $5 for
Yeah,
being a
$5.
pro
Yep.
member, which is handy for getting a pack or two every month.
That's yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah,
But going back to what your final thought, which I think grading the cards that you love, like that's one thing that I feel that I always want to do because as soon as I buy these cards, I'm like, okay, what can I grade? That's my next thing is like, what can I grade? And then my second thing is like, can I use these cards in a deck? Like, because I have like 5 decks, so I want to be able to use them in. My whole main thing though is getting into Pokemon battles, going to our local Pokemon shop and getting points to get into the Pokemon play. So, but now going like to encompass this whole like conversation, buying singles, man, that is a true winner because you save so much money. You're getting what you want. People already bought them. I mean, pull them, and plus you're supporting them. So it's a win-win. You know, you're not supporting. I mean, yeah, we love GameStop, but why not support our locals? You know, that are just selling Pokemon cards like crazy.
yeah. If you're in competitive play at all, it only makes sense to buy
Yeah.
singles.
Yep. I agree. Well, that's good. That was a good segment.
Oh yeah, I loved it.
I thoroughly enjoyed that.
I have one more for you. I
Let's
have one
do
more
it.
strategy for you. This is one I've been employing. This is a little bit of secret sauce, so don't steal this idea from me. I guess you can. Um, so here's an idea. There's a product called the Paldean Adventure Chest, which kind of sat on shelves. Most people didn't buy it because it was kind of it was a little pricey, but you can usually find it for like 29.99 right now because it didn't sell
What?
very well. Yeah. So here's the thing about the Paldea Adventure Chest. And here's just the idea in general. There's a lot of products that come with promo cards or a promo card. And so for example, Obsidian Flames 3-pack blisters, some of them came with Eevee promos. And if you get an Eevee promo graded PSA 10, that Eevee promo at a 10 will sell for a fairly high price. It'll pay for those packs, no doubt. And the promo itself. So if you can find an Obsidian Flames blister with 3 packs and an Eevee promo, and the Eevee promo is in good condition, especially if it has a swirl, buy it. It's going to pay for itself. Now, Paldean Adventure Chest comes with a Pikachu, and that Pikachu ungraded sells for $10. Graded
Wow.
PSA 10 sells for 60 to 70. So let's say you buy it for $30, you immediately have a $10 card in there. Plus, I believe there's 6 other promos that it comes with, and all of those promos sell for $1 each. Plus, you get 6 packs. I'm pretty sure it's 6 packs. So, like, you basically are getting those packs for dirt cheap because you're getting a $10 to $15 promo card off the rip, plus a few other promos, plus the packs, plus the little Pikachu squishy that it comes with. So
Really
look
sweet.
for the values that are out there in promos because the promos can really even reduce the price of those sealed product even further if you sell those promos. So that's something I've been really trying to do is buy sealed product that comes with a promo that has value in and of itself. So that way it reduces the pack cost even further.
Wow. That's money. I think I don't know if this is what you're talking about, Oren, but I found one. I wonder if this is here. Do you mind if I share my screen?
Go for it.
Is this the one you're talking about with the Pikachu here? This promo?
That is not the Pikachu.
Oh, I see it. It's the Paldea Evolved ETB. Okay.
Yeah, that one came from the Paldea Evolved DTP. That's right. And
Okay.
that's a sweet promo too,
Yeah.
because he's with all of the starters from Scarlet Violet.
Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it's okay. I have to look that up because
Yeah. Yeah, the
that'd be
Paldea
pretty sweet.
Adventure Chest. I have a bunch in the office. Um
Oh, okay.
Actually, let me see if I can pull up my
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
PSA because I have probably 8 of those in for grading right now with PSA.
Dude, grading, man. I don't know what it is. I've never graded cards before in my life. And as soon as we got into this and knowing that you could get graded cards, I'm like,
Yeah.
ooh,
Oh, it's a
they're like,
blast.
yeah, it sparks my interest.
So a little going back to just grading in general. So I do grade for my own collection. I don't just grade for resale. Um, I'm trying to get logged into my PSA account and it's giving me trouble. Hold on one second. So yeah, for example, this isn't Pokemon related, but around the time when Pokemon originally came out, like 1999. So this is 2001. If you grew up in the same era as Ivan and I, Gundam Wing was a show on Toonami on Cartoon Network, and
Loved
in
it.
2001 they came out with a trading card game to compete with Pokemon, kind of, but also just to be its own thing. That game died a very quick death and it only had one expansion set. So that was called Gundam MS War was the trading card game. And I got my Holy Grail card from that game and I got it graded just because I wanted to have it slabbed for my
Yep.
collection. I didn't want it to ever get damaged. And I have it in the slab binder and I love it. I love that card.
That's
Uh,
sweet.
so let's see my orders for PSA.
And Oren,
Um,
do you mind if I just also like Oren also has well he searches for that. He graded also some PSA was awesome with those Gundam Wing cards that they're also like cities. So remember that one? You got one for
that's
Cleveland, Chicago.
that's the Holy Grail I'm
That's
talking
the Holy
about.
Grail one. Okay,
Yeah.
amazing cards. I find those truly amazing.
Okay, let me share my screen here real quick.
Do it up.
So here's one of my orders that's in with PSA right now. So this is
Whoa.
the Paldea Adventure Chest Pikachu that I'm talking about.
Oh, okay.
So he's with Frigatito and Palmo and then
Okay.
Tandem Mouse.
Tandem out, yeah.
Yeah. So I've got one, two, three, four, five, six. I've got 7 in with PSA right now,
Okay.
along with one of those EVs from the Obsidian Flames blister.
Yeah.
And I believe this one has a swirl. You're not going to see it in the screenshot, but yeah, I'm excited about all of those. I can't wait till those return. I also submitted some of the 2024 World Championship Edition Pikachu promos in. So I'm really about this submission. I can't wait till it gets back.
Awesome, bro. I know you mentioned what's the swirl, if you don't mind me
Yeah.
asking. For those
Um,
listeners that don't know what a swirl is too.
so it's understandable that you don't know about it. So Cosmos Hollows were a thing kind of after we were into the scene. So like after base set Fossil Jungle. I don't know when they started, but Cosmos Hollows are a lot of people find them to be their favorite type of holographic on a card. And it didn't come back until 151.
Whoa.
I'm pretty sure it was 151 when it came back with the Hollow Cosmos Hollow energy cards.
Okay.
So now we're starting to see Cosmos Hollow used quite a bit more. No, it wasn't 151. What am I talking about? Because that Eevee's from Obsidian Flames. Completely ignore what I just said. I don't know when Cosmos Hollow came back.
Okay.
But Cosmos Hollow, it had been away for a while again, and now it's coming back again. And Cosmos Hollows will have little, they look like galaxy swirls. It looks like a little galaxy in the card itself. I don't have any pictures offhand to show you, but uh, I could probably just Google it real quick.
Oh, I remember in episode one, I opened up my ETB of 151.
Yeah.
And remember the energy that I had? I pulled a couple energy. I pulled a fire energy, and I think I pulled a water energy or
Yeah,
ground.
those probably have swirls in them.
That's what I was gonna say because they look like it was they look kind of cosmic.
Yeah. So these are the Cosmos
Oh,
Hollows, and this is like a little swirl. It looks like a galaxy.
got it. Okay,
Yeah.
then no, they didn't have that.
I'd be
But
surprised if one of your energies didn't have at least one, because I have some energies from 151 that have like three swirls on them.
oh wow,
Yeah. But yeah, so a lot of promos like the Eevee promo from the Obsidian Flames blisters, some of them don't have swirls and some of them do. And the ones that have swirls, Eevee collectors are more interested in those. Um,
interesting.
and some swirls just happen to be in funny places. Like I saw a Pikachu promo that had a swirl that was clearly close to Pikachu's butt and it looked like a fart. So like there's some swirls that people are like, oh yeah, like that demands a premium.
Yeah.
So swirls are one of those things in the collector scene. I personally don't really care about swirls, but for people that are, they'll pay more for them.
And see, that's the thing. That's the thing. I mean, that's what you want to sell, what people want.
Yeah.
And especially like with people that know specifically of those swirls, like they're gonna pay. I mean,
Hmm.
and especially if they're going for a lot. Now you're gonna make me look at all my 151. Yeah, like I'm looking for the swirls. That's funny. But thanks for that, Oren. That was
Hmm.
very, very insightful. But moving on to our final segment here, talking about another tool that we can use, which I think most of us use binders. A lot of people probably don't. I don't know. But there's probably you probably collect different ways. I know Oren and I are big on the binders, but he also uses the cardboard dividers. You put them into like different like length slots. You can put them in there, but I personally like to use the binder. So I'm going to share my screen. This is actually a guy down in Mexico. Is that by the name of Luis? I hope he's listening in right now. We're giving him a little shout out. He has made a TCG project that he calls that will keep your cards pretty much. You can put them in logical order. Um, it's just pretty cool. Let's take a look at some of the binder covers that he makes.
This is the thing that he's put together that I'm most excited about is these binder covers. I had never
Whoa,
seen anything like this.
no,
The moment I saw it, I'm like, whoa, I gotta have that.
yeah, it's pretty phenomenal. This is just the beginning of Scarlet Violet. I think
Can you
perhaps he
show
just
us
started in Scarlet Violet.
can you show us 151?
Yeah, here's 151. So 151, 12 slot, custom Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, 151 cover for a 12 slot card binder. Um, so what I'm correct me if I'm wrong, Warren, but you do print these out and you then it's like almost like a divider. So it starts 151. You cut this out, put them in one page, and then continue to set on the back of the page, correct?
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
So like he has these available as a template on his site for free. So you
Yeah.
can download it and either print it at home with your own printer or you could
Can you
I'm
see
watching
that?
I'm watching you just I think you just downloaded that picture.
I did. So this is what it looks like when you download it.
No, 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 that's not the download. You
That's not
literally
the picture.
downloaded that picture.
Oh, this right here. Oh, okay. Okay.
Close that.
Close this.
Yep.
Okay.
Um,
So I was looking at is it
see
the
that download icon?
oh here it
I
is.
think
Okay,
it's
okay,
that
okay.
download icon.
Okay.
Yeah, click on
So
that. No, that's not it either.
no. Huh.
But yeah,
Interesting.
there's a on his site you can download the templates themselves to
I
print
saw
out.
them too.
Yeah, they're somewhere. So you can print them out on your own printer at home. I saw somebody on Reddit took the file to FedEx or Kinko's or whatever, so that way they could print it out with a much nicer printer on like cardstock. And the whole purpose of it, like what's sweet about it is it's the ETB like manual design. So this way you can basically in front of your set have the ETB design on that first page, like a cover page, and it's
Yeah.
beautiful. It looks great. So I don't have a great printer. I don't have a printer that would do it justice to want to print these out and put them in my binder. So I shot Luis a message to see if he would consider selling pre-printed, versions, and it sounds like he has that in the works. So we're just waiting for that to come. But yeah, we,
Yeah.
we wanted to show you his designs because they're super clean. The website is extremely professional and clean. I wish Ivan could find
Oh, here it is.
uh
Is that what it is?
no,
No.
nope. Keep going. Click on the arrow again.
There
That's
it
what it
is.
looks like. Yeah. So that's what the template looks like. As you can see, it has 6 cards, but then yeah, there you go, Ivan. The PDF.
Yep.
Yeah, that's it. So here's a PDF, and there's a second PDF too that has the additional 6 cards. So yeah, really nice and clean.
This.
Really generous of Luis to make these and to give them out for free. And I'm looking forward to when he has them for sale, pre-printed. I can't wait.
Yeah. This right here is a game changer. It totally is because I divide. So I'm dividing my first is 151. So because that's where I came in. So I'm dividing by 151 by energies. So I start my energy like I start off 151, go through all the cards I have, divide that with my energies, and then start Obsidian Flames.
Got
So
it.
this is
Okay.
yeah. So like it's a page of energies that
Yeah.
then goes into. So this is a game changer.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, I
I'm
have a
gonna look up.
binder that it can hold like 900 cards, so it could hold 2 master sets with some room to spare. So it'll be nice to really have this in the mix
Yeah,
to divide those out. And then
yeah,
there's one other thing Luis has on his site that you talked about at the beginning here, Ivan. And that's the checklists. Can you pull those up?
yep. These are awesome. Yeah, the
I
full master.
these so he has 2 versions. He has the full list for people that want to just get the full set without the promos. But then he has some master set lists
Okay,
too.
let me see where that is. This is sweet.
I think he only has it for 151.
Here it is.
Oh, there's
No,
a
he has it for
Paldean.
Paldean
Okay.
Fates, and that's it. Just Paldean Fates.
And 151.
Oh, he has 151.
Yeah, so he
It's
has
called
the full set
151.
list and then the
There it
master
is.
set list for
Ooh,
some.
and even look, Warren.
Oh, 151 Japanese. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, let me see. 151.
It's down. It's hiding in plain sight. Yeah, the one right in the middle.
Oh,
Yeah, right
oh,
there. Yeah.
my bad.
Yep. So yeah, the master set lists, he's brought together not only just the full list, but all of the promos available from anywhere. This is a really complete list. He even has some cards that you might not consider part of the master set list. Let me show you once this loads up here.
This is gonna be crazy. This thing is already huge. It's already slowing down my computer.
Yeah, what's going on here?
I don't know.
Okay, well, we won't worry about it. But yeah, so
Hmm.
very, very cool site. It's pkmntcgproject.com. pkmntcgproject.com. We have a link to it on our site. We have it in our list of tools and resources on pokecollab.com. So yeah, major shout out to that project.
Major.
Very cool stuff.
No, I think that's gonna be. He's got something going. I
Oh
think that's
yeah.
gonna be once he starts selling them, and hopefully, it'll be. I think he's gonna be making them at a decent price. But I think, yeah, right now you can donate. For right now,
Oh, you can? I didn't see
yeah,
that. Okay,
yeah.
cool.
It's got a Let
Oh, I
me
see right at the bottom. Okay.
yeah, it's got the yellow tab.
Awesome.
So let me just show you guys. If you want to donate, go ahead and donate.
Yeah, especially
Show some
since
love.
he's offering this stuff for free.
Yeah, definitely want to show some love. And
Yeah,
he's in Mexico, so which I think is pretty cool. Having his own little business in Mexico.
very cool.
Yes, sir.
Ivan, I didn't prepare you for this. Can you give a shout out to Luis in Spanish?
Luis, Gracias por venir, gracias por su negocio, aprecio mucho. Vamos a comprar varios de cosas de su tienda, ¿ok? All right, Luis, gracias.
Beautiful.
There you go.
I
Giving
love
him a
it.
shout out.
I love
I said we're gonna buy a lot of stuff. We're,
it.
we're giving him support in his store. And thank you for listening and welcome to our show.
Awesome.
All right. Now we are on to showing some love. Right? Is that what's next, Oren? I
I
think
think we
so.
wanted to just give a little rundown of the updates on our site
Yeah,
before we
yeah, yeah.
concluded the show. I'll share my screen. We showed you this last episode, but I've done quite a bit on our site since last episode. First, we have dark and light mode now, so that's handy for everyone who loves dark mode in bed at night,
Big
me
fan
included.
of dark. Yep, dark. Big. Sorry, Oren. Big fan of dark mode.
Oh, for sure. So I found an icon set that has really changed the site a lot. I didn't realize how important icons are in website design, but I found a Pokemon icon set, and I've kind of put them all throughout the site here. So, just a little rundown of all of our different sections of our site. We have it organized into various aspects of the Pokemon world. We have our Pokemon Center, which is really kind of like the reference area. Our site's blog, our tools and resources page, the rules for our collab community site here, our about us page and our contact us page, which are not complete yet, so I won't show you those. But next up, we have our schedules and events, and our all events page shows you all of the events combined. So we have our various expansion set releases coming out, all of the various championships as they're happening, and it's in order by date. So you can also look at those independently, but all together as well. So I'm really excited about keeping up to date with all of these events, and we'll probably be adding additional event types. I want to figure some out that I can reasonably keep up with.
Yeah.
And then for the Pokemon TCG, we have four sections currently for collecting, TCG Live, the standard format, and then the unlimited format. I did not
Mm.
include expanded format. From my understanding, expanded has kind of died a slow death. Like it kind of exists, but it kind of doesn't.
Yeah.
So if there's demand for an expanded format section, let us know. I'll create it, but right now I'm leaving it out. And then this is more so for Ivan. I have not even started playing Unite yet.
Yeah.
So do you want to go over these three sections, Ivan?
Yeah, absolutely. So if you're into the game, you know that there's certain emblems that you can collect. So there I'm gonna throw in the best emblem setup that you can have for your Pokemon that you want to play with. There's also the Unite builds in which what's the best move selection you can use for your Pokemon while in battle. And then what's coming up with the Unite newest Pokemon, what's being released every update. So there's usually an update every season ends within a month. So I believe it's season 21 right now, 20 or 21. I'm been also bad trying to keep up, but I think we're in 20 or 21, season 2021. And we got some new Pokemon, so I'm gonna throw them up in there and then throw some builds on the new Pokemon. I think what I'm gonna try and do is just have the builds and stuff with new Pokemon that are coming out. What's the best way to play with them?
Okay, awesome. I need to get into Unite.
Yeah, man.
And then for Pokemon Go, also something I'm not into, but a friend of the show, Andre, he is helping me build out these various sections because he's huge into it. And he
Yeah,
gave me a
sweet.
few more I need to create, but those are on the way. But right now we have Pokedex and Pokemon and raids and gyms here for you. And then finally, something Ivan and I are very interested in is our business journey here. So online marketplaces, this is for discussing sales strategies for places like Mercari, TCG Player, eBay, and any sort of the third-party marketplaces available. Online retail is for discussing selling on your own website through e-commerce platforms like Shopify and Wix. So this would be on your own domain, your own .com site. Investing, this is like for our friend who we mentioned earlier in the show, people that, invest in sealed or invest in single, they buy to hold. intentionally so that they'll sell it in the future at a hopeful profit. And then your business journey, I made the icon a little egg incubating to just indicate like, you're working on hatching your business and helping it grow. And this is kind of a place where you can just like blog about where you're at and kind of just tell us what you're looking to do and then get feedback from the community.
All
So
right,
just
awesome.
that's
Awesome.
basically the rundown of it right now. Eventually, we will have a merch site that we'll be linking to. And then one thing that I'm really excited about, and that's badges on our site. And I just want to show you real quick what some of the badges are. When you're a new member, this little egg icon will be here. Eventually, it'll go away. I don't know if it's like a month or what before it goes away, but that's just to indicate that somebody's new, so we can, recognize that. Then we have our alpha member badge. This alpha member badge, it's going to be reserved only for the first 100 members of Poké Collab. So if you want this alpha member badge, if you're one of those people that wants to get all the badges, make sure you sign up fast because this is only going to the first 100 members. This little record badge, that'll only be for people that are hosts of shows that are part of the Poké Collab. So that's just me and Ivan at this time. And then I want to give a shout out to Andrew Corella. He's the only person that has this badge, and this icon might change. I haven't figured out what I want the badge icon to be yet permanently. But this is the advocate badge, and Andrew's getting that because he is promoting the show. He sells on Mercari currently, and he let us know that he's actively promoting the show to people that buy Pokemon cards from him on Mercari. So awesome! Shout out to Andrew. Thank you so much for talking to others about Poké Collab. We really appreciate it.
Thank you, Andrew.
Okay, well that's it for our site at this moment.
Awesome.
Yeah, I've had a ton of fun building it out. I can't wait to have more people to talk to on there.
Yeah, it's looking really good. Yeah, stay tuned for the merch. My wife Kayla's involved in that, so she's actually in the works of doing that. There's something that she has to do, but it should be up by hopefully by next episode. If not next episode, then episode 4. But it should be up pretty soon.
And real quick shout out to Kayla. I don't know if we said this on the last episode, but she is the designer of the Poké Collab logo, the Block
Hmm.
and Pixel logo, the Chard logo. So she's been really involved in getting this whole thing set up. So thank you,
Yep.
Kayla.
Yeah, thank you, Kayla. We love you with all our heart. All right, so that's how you can support us by again liking and subscribing to our not only our YouTube channels, but of course here on Poké Collab. It's something that I think it's truly enjoyable that we do, and that hopefully can benefit you listeners. And I don't know, and I think that's
Yeah.
pretty much what we can end on a good note here. But hey, this is Poké Collab episode 2. This has been a truly an honor being with you guys, and we'll continue on serving you and where we collect, train, and battle together. All right, guys, we'll see you on episode 3.